Welcome to Ziggy Talks. I am your host, Ziggy. How's everybody doing today? Yeah, that's correct. I just did my whole intro and I was on mute. Still learning how to use this. I'm sorry, my brain is fried today. This is Ziggy Talks. I am your host. Thank you guys for tuning in. It is Wednesday, a great episode for you today, and I'm excited to be here, and I hope you guys are too. You guys can always leave a comment. I am now got a Facebook page up for Ziggy Talks. Its own Facebook page, so I will be sharing clips. If you guys want to share comments, everything you can share directly to that Facebook page. Go like, subscribe, and share that Facebook page along with this YouTube page of Ziggy Talks. That way other people can get drawn in. Everybody can watch my episodes, and I'm on here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know it's been a long week already. It's been a long couple days for me. It's been a very stressful day yesterday and today, and I'll get into that in a little bit here. But yes, it's been a very, very stressful day, and I'm not very happy with it, but I am happy at the same time. With that being said, I'd like to open myself up to say I am a non-smoker. Yesterday, I officially quit smoking at 11:15 a.m. yesterday. As of yesterday, I am a non-smoker. It's been tough. Yesterday, sleeping was an absolute nightmare. I think I got a total of maybe 2 hours of sleep, and I was in bed early because obviously I was bored and I had nothing to do. So it was tough. But that is another thing that this podcast is going to do for me. It's going to help me stay on that track because I told you guys I'm quitting smoking yesterday and I'm sticking to it. I have not touched a cigarette since 11:15 yesterday. Smoked my last one, and I have not smoked one yet or going to. Pretty strong. I made it this far. I know for a fact that I can quit smoking without having any issue. I know the first 3 days are going to be pretty much like hell week. It's literally every little thing is triggering me to just say. It's not even like the little things anymore. It's not like, oh, I used to have a cigarette here or there. It's like these weird triggers of like in the middle of when you smoke a cigarette and like that middle cigarette, like it's just natural, that's what you're doing. That is like the anxiety I'm getting. Like every once in a while, like my brain will give me like this little panic attack saying, oh, you should be in the middle of a cigarette right now, but you're not even smoking a cigarette. What are you doing? So it's been a little bit of stressful. Last night got basically no sleep. I'm guessing it's going to be close to the same tonight, but I am trying to get through that. I do apologize. I do have a little bit of sinus stuff going on. I'm guessing it has to do with the fact that I didn't get much sleep last night. My sinuses are just a little clogged up, a little drainy. So, if I have to, clear my nose or something, I will. I will make sure to turn the mic down so you guys can't hear me. See, you couldn't hear me. I'm learning how to do stuff. I'm very excited for it. Hopefully that worked. I don't know if it did or not. But either way, so I've been a non-smoker here for 24 hours and had 7 of that. So just over 30 hours I've been a non-smoker. So one full day going into my second day. Yeah, it's a hard thing, and I'm doing it cold turkey. I'm not doing any supplements. I'm not doing any gum or patches or any vaping or anything like that. This is just straight cold turkey, not touching a cigarette, not smoking at all. That is the way I want to do it because I feel like the fact that I've got through those first 24 hours, I know that it's going to be hard for the first 3 days because of those nicotine withdrawals. But I know after I get through that it's going to motivate me to quit and not want to go back to it. So I'm hoping that I just won't want to go back to cigarettes after any of this. I won't want any nicotine or anything like that. I'll get it all out of my system and I'll be better for it. So Cross my fingers for it. I'm very happy. Let's talk about another thing. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but look at my video right now. Everything's pretty freaking clear. I'm not getting any lag. The music's playing in the background. My video's playing, and it's not lagging at all. You know why that is? I had to turn in my router and get an upgraded router. So the router I've had for probably 3, almost 4 years now. So they make newer models. Like I still have the same modem, and that doesn't change. But the router itself did change quite drastically. I guess there was like 3 different models since my last one. So it seems like it's working way better than it was before, and it's not lagging out. Knock on wood. That it's gonna work. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see if this whole podcast runs smoothly, besides the fact that I didn't turn or unmute my mic when I came in. That was only because my freaking head's in so many damn places trying to think about not smoking and all that good stuff. But the more I try to think of not smoking, the more I think of smoking. And it kind of sucks. But, I'm getting through it. I think after this podcast today, I'm going to go relax, make myself something to drink, maybe a coffee or something, maybe not a coffee. Make myself a little bit of a drink, help me sleep tonight, and lay down and watch a movie. That's what I think I'm gonna do. Just to keep my mind occupied. I've been doing a lot of like puzzle games and stuff like that. There is a game that I want to promote, but I'm not going to promote it for free because I reached out to them asking if they would be interested in me promoting. It's one of those damn mobile games where, you have to pay for, but I did reach out to them. So hopefully I hear something back from them. I am looking for sponsors. If you guys do want to sponsor an episode of my podcast, you guys want to sponsor for more than an episode, you guys want a segment on my podcast where I talk about your company, you as an artist, you as a band, anything like that, you can reach out to me at ziggytalks216@gmail.com. That's how you get personally in touch with me. You can also go to the Facebook page at Ziggy Talks, facebook.com/Ziggy Talks. Find me there. It's the same as the Ziggy Talks logo that I have here that is on my Facebook. So if you go there, you can message me through that Facebook too, or leave me messages, comment on videos and stuff like that, and actually watch the live stream on Facebook. It'll be a lot easier to do that and share that through that Facebook page. So I do recommend, if you guys are watching on Facebook, that you go to Ziggy Talks, facebook.com, subscribe to that or friend that one or follow that one, so you get that live stream and you're able to share that to your page also, which helps my podcast out greatly and immensely. The more people that get this and share it, make it a little better. So with that being said, I do have a new Facebook. I'm so excited to have a new Facebook. Where is it at? Nope. Woo! That's right. A new Facebook page for Ziggy Talks itself. I did upload all the episodes that I've made so far, so that's 1 through 7. I'm on episode 8 right now, so I'm excited for that. I have that page. I will be updating it a little bit more here as I go on. If you guys clip a funny moment in one of my podcasts where I say slip up and do something stupid, like I don't turn my mic on, or I say something stupid, or you guys just want to clip something and make me look dumb, you guys can share that to my Facebook page. And you know what? I don't mind being the butt of jokes every once in a while. I think it's funny as long as it's done in a good-hearted way, and you're not just out there trying to bully people, and not about that kind of stuff. But have fun with it. This is meant to be fun, a little bit of lightheartedness, and everybody can take a joke here, and I hope you guys can take jokes, and that's usually who I surround myself with. So I hope you guys are the same way that I am, and I think you guys are. That being said, I am loving the fact that I am not logging or lagging at all. Everything seems to be running very smoothly. Everything so much better. I mean, even the transition, like if I change this camera, the front facing camera, look at that. Look at how fast that was. So I can promote, which is a nice segue to that 7686 Designs. Look at that tumbler right there. That's right. Look at that skull, that nice artistic skull. Look at all the detail in that, all the good stuff in that. And with that being said, let me go ahead and press my drink button. You ready? With that. That's right. I have a drink button. That's my drink button. A little cool, whatever you want to call it. Also, this shirt was made from 7686 Design. You see that? It says, nope, not today with the panda. Just a little sleeping panda. I love it too, because it's absolutely great. The panda is great. I like it. I'm going to turn this over so you guys can get a little bit of that right there. Little cut offness. I do want to utilize this camera also. So obviously I'm going to switch a little bit back and forth. Obviously it's a little more engaging when I can look at this camera. You guys are a little closer. If I go to the one that's far away, it just seems like, hey, you know, I'm right here. But it just seems so just open. So like if I'm having like a conversation, obviously it's going to be more of that outer camera, but I'll switch back and forth. I like the fact that I can talk to you guys, bring it out, and you know, I'm more personal this way. I do have comments set up, so if you guys are watching live stream on Facebook's, either one of the Facebook pages or the YouTube channel, you guys can comment. I will get those in live stream, so that come right to me, so I'll be able to look at those and see them right away as running my podcast. So I did have Twitch. Unfortunately, I am not doing Twitch right now. It seemed like the last episode didn't load up to Twitch, and I don't know what was going on with it or why it did what it did. So I'm probably not going to do Twitch anymore because it just seems like a failure. Which it pretty much was. With that being said, you know, I am still going to be here. I'm still going to be on Facebook and YouTube. Those are the main ones I want to do anyways. I might start recording these podcasts and trying to get myself onto, what's it called, iHeartRadio. I know that they pretty much take any podcast you want. It's a fun time. Let's change this music up. It seems a little too soft. Elevator music right there. Seems a little better, a little more upbeat. Like I said, I am very tired. My nose is a little groggy. I sound a little groggy. It's only because of the simple fact I didn't get much sleep last night. Feeling a little like nasally today. But I'm still here doing the podcast because I want to. Obviously, you guys can see the difference in the quality of the video, and hopefully the audio and everything is coming through pretty clear. Everything's sounding great. It's looking great on my computer as is. I'm also not holding a whole bunch of things open at the same time also too, which is a huge thing that keeps from lagging. So I do expect it still to lag here and there, like if I have to upload some things or anything like that. I do expect it to lag a little bit, like if I have to open an email or something like that and go off to the screen, it'll probably still lag because I do not have the Ethernet cord directly imported to my computer. I still am running off the Wi-Fi, but the new router that I have should take care of that problem, and I'm very excited for that. That's right. So I was talking about, what was I talking? Oh, I was talking about 7686 Designs. That's right, 7686 Designs. You heard it right. It's a great design company that goes out of their way to make sure you stand out in a crowd and you feel unique. You want to make sure you go check them out and get all of your custom things that you might need made. You might need a shirt. You might have a band that you're in. You might be on a bowling league or golf league or anything like that. You might have an event that you need shirts for. Go to 7686 Designs. Go to facebook.com/7686designs. Check out some of the work that has been done in the past. Some of the things she does. She does have Etsy and eBay also that she is selling through. But it's 76 Designs. But if you want to reach out to us personally, you can go to 7686designs@gmail.com. That'll reach out to us personally, and we'll be able to make custom orders and stuff like that. We make everything from tumblers, cups, which are cups, the same one that I have up here, totes, bags, shirts, easels, which apparently I've been saying that wrong pretty much the last 2 weeks that I've been promoting those easels. They're like 2x4 picture frames, and they're really nice. They're cute. I don't have anything loaded up because I wanted to take everything off of here so I had a nice calmer stream. But you can go to 7686 Designs at facebook.com and see everything that I'm talking about, things that we can make, custom things that you can order, everything like that. You can see that at the Facebook page. So I'm going to attempt to draw you guys to go there to check all that out. And just show that business card, which if you do see me out in public, you can ask me for that business card. I have plenty of them. They'll come up just like it does look on the screen. These are the exact business cards that I want or that I have. It's what I made, basically. I made that business card. I like it. I think it came out really good. I feel like it shows how artistic it is. I like that splatter paint. Our logo, the 7686, everything about it. It's just pretty nice. It looks very professional the way I made it. We did have don't mind that. You didn't see that. That is not what you want to clip. Don't clip that. And exactly that's when people clip it. It's right there. It's one that fell over. But yeah, if you go to the Facebook page or you want to reach out to us personally, go to 7686 Designs at facebook.com or reach out to us personally at 7686designs at gmail.com. And you can check out all the cool stuff that they have. We have. I am trying to help promote it as much as possible. I know it's been a little slow start, but guys, I'm telling you, quality of the stuff, the prices that you're getting it at is an absolute steal. So, if you want something that's customized that you can build yourself, you got a picture of your family, your kids, your friends, you got a custom art piece that you want to put on something, or you want, like those easels that I was talking about. They're cute. They're 2x4, so they're perfect for desks. So if you work in an office somewhere, or you have a little office spot, put something easel with it. It's like a picture framed easel that you can put any picture you want on there of your family, your kids, anything like that. It's cute. It makes you stand out. It's a little different. So, check those out. It's not expensive at all. And to get something that's custom made for not expensive, that's the way to go. And I definitely recommend you guys check out 7686 Designs. Go to facebook.com/7686 Designs or reach out personally at 7686designs@gmail.com. With that being said, and segueing into my first, here, let's see where. Let's go to this one. I think this is going to be good music for this. So, segueing into the good news that I have. So, I'm hoping next week, I've been told next week, I might have a shirt available for Ziggy Talks. So, if you guys are interested in supporting um, this this channel and you guys want something cool, you guys want to stand out, you guys want to support my channel, definitely would help me. It helps 7686 Designs. Um, Not much being made on them, so I believe. Let me check this out real quick. I want to make sure I get it right. Why is it going that way? I don't know. So it does look like we're starting to lag a little bit. Let's not do that. It's not lag. All right, so the shirts. If you are interested in shirts, they are $18. That is right. I'm going to have a shirt made, and I need your guys' help too. So if you guys watch this in the future, comment on this video or send me an email with your thoughts on it. I do have the design already made. I just want to know if I should make like a pocket shirt, or I should get the full design on both the front or the back, or just the full design on the front or the full design on the back. Mine, I believe I'm gonna do the full design on the back and a pocket one. And I'm gonna have it like there on the pocket or whatever of the shirt. But I like it. Look at this design. That's right. Let me go ahead and get rid of this banner real quick so you can see that full banner. I know it looks simplistic, and that's what I'm going for. This is a talk show. This is a Ziggy Talks. It's just what it is. But I made that myself. I made it. I think it looks really nice. I think it looks cool. I don't have the Shure microphone that is in the picture, but I do like it. So with that being said, that is a new shirt design that I'm going to have. I might even use this. I'm gonna have to reformat to use for maybe some of my what do you want to call them? Man, I don't know. I don't know what you'd call them. Hold on. No. Thumbnail. I might use this design for the thumbnail in the future or something like that. But I like it. It's gonna be on a shirt. Hopefully I get, hopefully I have it next week. I'll be able to show you guys. But I'm excited for it. Hey, look, still not lagging that bad. I mean, compared to what it was on my Monday episode, this is so much better. I did go over yesterday after I'm probably going to save it for the second half of telling you exactly why this Wednesday episode is going to be so epic. Get to talk about it. Finally get to talk about it. I'm excited for it. It's all done and over with. I get to put the past behind me and move on. But we'll get into that. But after what I did do yesterday, I did go to my brother's house, and this was already after the fact that I quit smoking, and I helped him move some furniture. He was moving a dresser from the house next to him, which was his father-in-law's house, who unfortunately passed away. So he was moving that dresser over to his house, put it in his bedroom, and move the old dresser that he had in his bedroom out of the house and put it on the tree lawn for somebody else to take, or just get rid of it altogether. So he needed help doing that. So I went over there to help him, and mind you, like I said, I quit smoking, and my brother smokes, my sister-in-law smokes, so it's just not fun. But also the dressers that we were moving. So if you look at this desk right here, this one, this is a heavy son of a gun. This thing is like pure oak, whatever you want to call it. Like, I think oak wood is like heavy stuff. But I don't know why they made dressers out of like the most heaviest wood ever. Like older dressers are made out of like crappy, or these new age ones are made out of crappy materials that are light as hell and just fall apart easily. Old actual dressers made out of that oak wood, ridiculously heavy, and just way too much weight. Like there's no reason to be like you take all the drawers out and it still weighs like you're moving a freaking bus. It's just not fun. But yeah, so I had to move the dressers. I had to move a dresser from the house next door to the house, the dresser in the house, out to the lawn. And both of them were old-fashioned dressers. They were the ones that weighed an absolute ton, so it wasn't too much fun. And not being able to smoke cigarettes and enjoy a beer and sit down and relax with my brother. I pretty much got it done, got out of there. Felt bad because, I feel like I don't hang out with my brother a lot. So like every little opportunity and stuff like that, I should take advantage of. But the fact that I was just quit smoking that day, it was just a lot to take in, a lot of like, I don't know, I guess pressure and like stuff that I was dealing with, and was just like personal preference. Like I was just, the only thing on my mind was smoking a cigarette pretty much all day and trying to keep my mind occupied. I guess it helped a little bit to be put in that situation where I was doing something, so I wasn't so much thinking about cigarettes, but still it was in the back of my mind, same as it is right now. Like doing this podcast, I noticed that I'm going to talk a lot about smoking cigarettes and stuff like that because of the fact that it is literally not even been 48 hours yet. It's only half of the day into the second day basically. So still fresh, and the nicotine withdrawals are pretty bad. But I'm managing, and I'm getting through it. And I feel stronger for it, and I know for a fact that I can do it. And once I get past the 3 days, I feel like it'll get easier. Every single day is going to get a little easier. So when I wake up tomorrow, I feel like that's going to be a lot easier than today was. I think today was probably the hardest day that I'm going to have, only because I stopped at 11:15 yesterday. So that's 11:15 in the morning, and I still had a whole day ahead of me. And I didn't sleep well last night, and I didn't smoke at all yesterday. So to wake up, go to work, and like do a full day of not smoking at all, I feel like that's why this is like going to be the stressful day. And I still had a lot that I did yesterday. So I managed to get through yesterday, all of yesterday, and I managed to get through pretty much all of today, because as soon as I'm done with this podcast, I'm going to relax, lay down, watch a movie, kick back, and relax. The other thing is eating. I am trying so hard not to just like snack on food or just eat during the day. Like, and I know that's a huge part, because when you quit smoking, you try to like focus that energy and that thought into something else. And a lot of people, the reason that they gain weight is because you get so bored because you're not smoking cigarettes, but you're constantly thinking of it. So you're like, oh, that cigarette consumes so much of my day. And you're like, I gotta fill that with something. And you snack a lot. So little snacks here and there, or eating chips, or making yourself a sandwich or something like that. I'm trying to cut that out too. So I'm not trying to use another vice to get over this vice to ruin my progress of my health and everything like that, because I am working really hard on my health and everything like that. If you guys know me, or you guys talk to me, you guys know that I am trying my best to do everything I can to give myself a healthier body and change my diet, the way I'm living, to be healthier, and going to the doctors and getting all these tests done that I should have got done years ago when I was having these issues. But they are starting to get taken care of, and I'm feeling a lot better than I used to. A year ago was an absolute difference compared to what it is today, especially with throwing up all the time. Like pretty much every morning I would wake up, I would throw up. That was because I had GERD. I had GERD grade C, so I had pretty much an inflamed esophagus. Plus, I also had hernias inside of my esophagus, and I also have a very bad gag reflex. So, with having those things and the acid reflux and all that going on in my throat, and having such a bad gag reflex, every morning that I woke up, it being inflamed and having been sleeping the night prior, I would have all that acid going up my throat. And basically, what it would do would just make me sick and gag until I threw up every morning. So, but that's been gone. I haven't had to deal with that, for a very long time now, and it's because of the medication I'm on. So, making steps in the right direction to be a better person. That's all you can ask for. All you can ask for. So yeah, I do want your guys' opinion on the new logo that I have for the t-shirts. If you guys want to, you guys can reach out to me personally at ziggytalks216@gmail.com, or you can go to the Facebook page, Ziggy Talks, facebook.com/Ziggy Talks, and reach out to me either one of those platforms. Or if you know my personal Facebook account, you can go there and message me. So let me know what you guys think of this. I'm going to put it on a shirt. I hope that I will have it next week. If I do, I'll be happy. If I don't, then, I'll have it eventually. I promise you. Take a look at that. Let me know what you think. So, all right. So I am going to wait for the second half to talk about the good news, the great news of what I was going to say, that I couldn't wait till Wednesday. I do know that I was hoping to have my nephew on this episode. He unfortunately had to work a double today, so he was unfortunately not able to be on this episode to talk about this, but he was with me for what I'm going to talk about. He was with me, so kind of hoping to have him here, but I don't. It is what it is, I'll get through it. I'll still do it. I'm still doing my podcast. I'm still going to tell you guys about it. I'm not going to let little things like that blow me down. No, I don't need a birthday one. I don't think it might be somebody's birthday today. I don't know whose birthday it is. But anyways, with that being said, I probably am going to have a shorter episode today. With that being said, I'm probably going to go here in about 5 minutes or so. I'll take that 10-minute break, come back, talk about what I wanted to talk about, get a couple promotions out there, talk about what's coming up for Friday's episode, give you a little teaser into that. Even though I don't have much of a teaser yet, because still been reaching out. I was supposed to have people on, and it's a lot of, man, you got to depend on a lot of other people to depend on you, to depend on them to get back to you at a certain time. So it's almost like I have this set up. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So those are my strict times. That's when I run. That's when I do this episode. But that's my set time. I don't expect anybody that is going to come on this episode to work around my time. Like, I'm not that type of person. I don't want to be that asshole to be like, okay, well, this is my podcast. If we're going to be on here. No, I would like to give them the benefit of the doubt. Like, if they want to be on, they want to be on. If they don't want to be on, they don't have to be on. But I do like communication when it comes to things, and hopefully get a little better at it. I figure something out, and I figure out, who's coming on, who's not coming on. I was hoping this week to definitely have somebody on, and I thought it was going to be today, and you see how that turned out. The only thing I have in this chair is Mr. Beacon. That if you guys tuned into the Monday episode, you guys already met Mr. Beacon, who is the Braille dog that I have, that my son has, that I got for him. So that is why I do not have, I don't have it. So it is what it is. But I am still working on it. Still working to figure it out, figure the structure out, what I'm going to be doing, and everything like that. So I'm still growing. It's still getting better. Little things like here and there, like the lagging is pretty much gone. Me stumbling over my words, getting a little better. It's still there, but I am doing that. I'm trying to get away from saying it is yeah, yep, yep, yep. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that repeatedly. But it is going to happen because I'm learning the structure of how to do this correctly. I'm learning how to gain people and learn new things as I go along. So everything is new to me. This is all a new process, but I'm enjoying getting through it right now. So with that being said, I am going to take that 10-minute break now. Who knows? Second half might go really well. We don't know yet, but we're going to see. But stick around because I do have all that great news coming to you for the second half of this episode. So definitely want to stick around for that because it's going to be fun. Thank you guys again for sticking around for the first half. If you guys stick around, this is Ziggy Talks. I'm your host, Ziggy. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. I'll be right back after these short 10-minute break. Hey, welcome back to another hour, whatever we get to, of Ziggy Talks. Thank you very much for you guys tuning in with me. Took a little short break there, but I'm back. I'm back for the second half of Ziggy Talks. Thank you guys so much for being with me. I appreciate you guys every single day. You guys are awesome as hell. Woo. Give yourself a round of applause while I take a drink. All right, so on this second episode, or second part of this, let me start over. Let me calm down real quick. Stumbling over my words. I want to start off by welcoming you guys to Ziggy Talks with your host, Ziggy. That would be me. I am doing this podcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. You can reach out to me personally if you know anybody that might be interested in sponsoring a video, an artist, a vendor, a band, anybody that might want to reach out to a community. You guys want to be on the podcast, you can reach out to me personally at ziggytalks216@gmail.com. Again, that's ziggytalks216@gmail.com. Got that going on the bottom of your screen. So the moment you guys all been waiting for. What is the news that I couldn't talk about for so long? Well, I'm not going to hold you back any longer. I'm going to tell you all about it right here. So, I wish I had some intense music. I don't know which one might. Here, let's go to this one. Done. We're going to use this one. Probably should have got more there we go. I feel like this is comfortable. This is nice. So, what I could not talk about for the longest time was something happened at the December game of the Browns Stadium. That's right. I'm talking about the Browns. I don't even remember who they played. It was last December, though. It was the negative. I think it was 28 to 30 degrees, negative one of those two. Game that I went to. Obviously, pretty much there was an empty crowd there. It was actually pretty busy for being as cold as it was. It's the second coldest game ever recorded in history in all of NFL. The second coldest. I don't know what the coldest was, but it was the second coldest. And I went to it. And boy, did I have a time to remember that I don't really remember. So what happened was I got the tickets for free. I'm not going to give any information I'm not going to give too much detailed information on anything outside of just my perspective on things, my opinion on things, and the way I saw things. Everything else is up in the air, how people saw it from the outside. That's why I was hoping to have my nephew on here because he was with me that day. So with that being said, I'm not going to give too much detail on, the details of things. Just the broad statement of how that day went. So let's start off by saying when we went, everything was just frozen. All the seats were frozen. Pretty much weren't letting anybody even sit in the nosebleed area because it was just that cold, where people were getting frostbite and stuff like that. So bundled up very, 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 very tight. And I got a picture of me and my nephew and pretty much what you saw. Yeah, that's pretty much how dead it was at the beginning of this game, and that's pretty much how bundled up we were. I know you can't see too much detail. I don't want to, show my nephew too much on that, but that it was like that. It was just frozen seats. Everything was frozen. It was a frozen wasteland there. So I, obviously going to a sporting event, is going to drink myself an adult beverage and at least enjoy the day. Like I just wanted to enjoy it and have a good time and have a drink because I got the tickets for free. So I said, why not? I have a little extra money. I can spend it on a couple drinks and enjoy this day and do what I got to do. So I did, and I bought myself a Bud Light in one of those 16-ounce Bud Light bottle-looking cans. They look like the glass bottles, but they're cans, and that's what they usually sell at the sporting events or whatever. So I got myself one of those, and when I tell you, 2 minutes into buying that, purchasing that, I took a sip just like this. Ready? You seen it? You seen it come out there? When I tell you that, here, let's go to the other, because I think I can do this. So when I tell you that 2 minutes, like 2 sips after buying this beer, what happened? Look, you see that? See how nothing's coming out of there? I have it closed, but that's just a visual representation of what happened. So 2 sips into my beer, it froze. That is exactly how cold it was out there. Ridiculously cold. And so obviously I couldn't have a beer. And I don't drink liquor very much anymore. It's very rare that I drink liquor, and when I do drink it, I don't drink very much at all anymore. That is after this incident. Before this incident, yeah, every once in a while I did, whatever. So I'm trying to get on that better path, and this is why I'm telling you the story, to keep me accountable of my future, of who I am, and so you guys can get a better feel of who I am and sense of who I am. So I don't drink liquor very often at all. So the only option that I had was to get myself a liquor drink, which absolutely worked out perfectly, because what I ended up getting was a Jack and Coke. The tent that I went to was people that were, because everybody still was working on that game, because everybody wants to make money, so everybody is going to go in, especially in a seasonal job like that. Sometimes they don't work at all stadiums, they just work at that one. So they go in and they work. And so I went to the liquor tent, I got myself a Jack and Coke. They had, I shit you not, I don't think I have the cups. I think my nephew might still have the cups, which sucks a little bit. I want them. So I will have to get them back, and hopefully I can show you in the future. But digressing, let's just say that this was the cup that I got. It was like a special commemorative cup that you had that you can get. Sorry. There's pressure building up in there. So it was like that big of a cup. So I went to the liquor tent. Mind you, this is the second coldest game ever recorded in the history of NFL. And I was at the game. So the beer froze over. I got 2 sips out of it, and that was it. And it was completely frozen. I had to throw it away. So I went and got myself a Jack and Coke. So I bought a cup that was probably about this tall. Let's just say this was as tall as the cup in total. The first one I bought, and I'll get into it. I say this is the first one I bought. They filled it up to, here, let me switch this camera over real quick. So say this is the cup that I got. They filled it up to about, I'd say here on the first one. So this is just a size comparison of what they did. So that is 3/4 of the way up of Jack. And then the rest of it was Coke. And I'm not going to say no. I mean, you're gonna give me a Jack and Coke. You're going to charge me $22, I think it was, for the Jack and Coke. Yeah, I'm gonna I'm going to accept the fact that you failed that up 3/4. Plus, I was getting my money's back for the beer that I lost. Um, and I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. I'm not throwing any workers under the bus, whatever. That's on them. That's the Brown Stadium. I did my part. I just drank. I was a spectator and I had fun. So, with that being said, so I got the drink and I went back on, watched the game, and I got through that drink pretty quick. Um, Obviously because it was cold out. So, if it was slushy, it was like the perfect temperature for a Jack and Coke. Like it slid down. It was great. I love the taste of it. It was good. Then my dumbass that was pretty much drunk by the time that I got probably down to here, pretty much already had a nice good body buzz going on, decides, well, she did that once and I'm going to get my money's worth. Might as well go get another one. So I went back. And I shit you not, the same girl was working, fills my cup up. But instead of filling it up 3/4 of the way, like she did the first time, I'm trying to, and so it was about there, she filled it up there the second time, maybe even more. She put, like, when I tell you that it was pretty much a shot of Coke in a cup of just Jack, that's legitimately what it was. So needless to say, I definitely drank a little bit too much. And it's not the proudest moment of my life. It is not going to be, a proudest moment. But, I had fun. It was great. It was a fun time. And the story does have a happy ending. Don't get me wrong. But it also does have a messed up ending that I screwed up in the beginning of, this year. So, going into 2023, I had a little bit of shit show going. So I had both of those drinks. Let's go. All right, so it was pretty much going into, it was maybe a quarter into the third quarter, like a quarter way into the third quarter. Then I went and got my second one. So by the middle of the fourth quarter, I finished both of those Jack and Cokes, pretty much just jacked with a splash of Coke. So it was middle of the fourth quarter, and I was sitting there, and we're right by the sidelines, because the original seats we had were up in the nosebleeds. Obviously, you didn't have to sit there because there wasn't, like I showed you, there wasn't that many people at this game. So there was a whole bunch of open seats. You were pretty much able to sit wherever you wanted. And I did. I took advantage of that. I sat right pretty much on the sidelines. And right where I was sitting, there was a set of stairs that went down to the field. And like everybody, like if you guys know Cleveland, you guys know Browns fans and how like dedicated they are, and how like you get immersed into that like culture and the like those people when you go to Browns fan. That's why they have the dog pound and stuff like that. So yes, I had a little bit of liquid courage in me and all that good stuff. But the game ended. I was a little tipsy, and I was standing next to the stairs, and pretty much everybody was just getting ready to go or whatever. I said, I want to go take a picture just down there, just by the sidelines. Like, all the teams were off the field. There wasn't anybody on the field. Nothing was going on. I didn't think I was doing anything bad. The security guard that was on the stairs left, wasn't there anymore. So I didn't think, I was doing any harm to anything. But what I did not take into account was the fact that just the week before, there was somebody that stole one of the golf carts and tore up the whole field. So they were on high alert. But yeah, all I really wanted to do was go onto the field, take a picture, and say, hey, I was here, second coast game ever played, and it was very cold, and I just wanted to take a picture. And what I'm going to show you right now is that picture. That's right. That's me on the 50-yard line at the Brown Stadium. You can see a little more people in the background and all that good stuff going on in the background. But that is me, pretty much on the sidelines of the field, not too far on the field. Like, I didn't go on the field. I mean, it wasn't like I said, I wasn't going out of my way to be whatever. But I had some liquid courage, and I'm like, I'm right next to the stairs. I'm going to walk down there and take a picture. So, I took this picture. And then I took a couple more. I don't know where those pictures went. I do not have them anymore. This is the only picture I have from this incident. But, so, right after this picture was taken, I took another picture. And if you look to the side of my head, where, like the opposite side of where the 50-yard line is, there was somebody walking up in the second picture. In the third picture, there was somebody grabbing me. I don't know, like I said, I don't know where those two pictures are. If I can find them, I will bring them, I will show them. Nobody's face is in it, so I don't have to worry about any like laws and anything like that. But I got picked up and slammed to the ground on my head, knocked out, pretty much cold. And I don't remember anything from the moment that I was on that field to the moment I came to in a holding cell inside the Browns stadium, nonetheless, in handcuffs, little 5x5 cell, in handcuffs. And I came to. Now, when I say that I have a lot of fault in that because I had liquid courage, there are other factors that are at fault in this too. The person that served me overserved me, definitely gave me too much liquor, has a little bit to play into it. The security officers that tackled me and knocked me out, a little bit of abuse of power I feel on that one, because I did not have any threat look to me. There was nobody around me at the time, and that's another reason I want to have my nephew on here. He was there. He saw them pick me up, tackle me, whatever the hell they did to me. I don't remember anything after that, so I can't really tell you what happened in that situation. I just know that when my nephew described it to me, he said, I watched the whole game, and that was the hardest hit of the whole game that I saw, which I can believe because I was knocked out pretty much from it. So with that being said, it was the end of the game. There was no players. There was no important people on the field at all. It was literally like 15 minutes after the game had ended. People were still clearing out of the building. It wasn't like I was going on there to cause chaos or do anything like that. So I feel like the security team could have handled that a lot better. It wouldn't have turned into an escalation that it did. There was no need to handcuff me or treat me the way they treated me. And I feel like that was abuse of power. But what can I say? I was intoxicated. It was mostly my fault anyways because of the fact that I was intoxicated. That being said, I did get in trouble. I got banned from the Brown Stadium. Don't know how much or how long the ban is. I don't know if it was for the rest of that season. I don't know if it's a lifetime ban. I don't know. If you guys have any information on that or how I can look that information up or find out, I would love to know. Because I was supposed to go to that MGK concert and I really wanted to go. It was my nephew's my son's birthday when he came, but really wanted to go. And I probably would have if I wasn't banned from the stadium. So I do have that ban. I don't know if it was lifted after all this was done and over with. I don't know what's going on, but that's what I had to do yesterday. I had to do my last court stop to expunge everything, get everything cleared off my record, as pretty much a misunderstanding. So I was not charged with anything. I'm a free and clear man. I did 16 hours of community service and did a cops class. And that's pretty much what I did. The best part about the community services is where I live, is where they did the trash cleanup, which was right by my house. And if you ever have to do community service in Cleveland, I shit you not, if you have your high school diploma, you can grade papers as your community service. Like, you can grade elementary school kids' papers as community service. So it was weird when she was telling me that. She's like, well, what do you want to do? I'm like, whatever's going to get me done the fastest. I just want to get this done and over with, take care of it. I knew I was in the wrong. I don't have much time. I want to take care of it, move my life around, blah, blah, blah. So all that is done and over with. That's what I did yesterday. I went to the final court hearing, came before the judge. She seen that I did all the work that I was supposed to do and granted me release and expunged my whole record. I was not charged with anything from that. It cost me $200. Ticket for free. Remember that? Ticket for free. The charges and everything in total cost me $200. And if you guys know Browns tickets, I probably would have paid more for the Browns tickets, especially the seats that I was sitting in right on the sidelines would have been way more than $200. So for a little bit of meeting new people, having a good experience, learning a little bit from the cops and stuff like that, for $200, and having this picture. This picture. Where is that? Is it going? I mean, I can see myself. I don't know why. There it is. There it is. Having that picture to tell this story in the future, it's worth it. I'm on the field. You can see it clearly. I'm on the field. So with that being said, it was a learning experience. I moved on from it. I am better for it, and I'm happy for it. And that was the experience that I had. And that's what I wanted to tell you guys for. So I did. What? Oh. No. I did not know that. I hope that didn't do it. It probably did. Alright, so I fixed that. If it was loud for a second and you guys got back feed, that was because apparently I plugged in the headphones to the wrong jack because I was testing out the new headphones that I had. So I put my old headphones back in there, and it has one of those stupid ass mics inside the headphone part of it, and apparently it was on, and that's why I was getting weird feedback, like scraping and stuff. I also got these Mike Boone foam things over, which is great because even though you can hear that, it's a lot less quiet than it was before. So I like it. I think it's cool. I think everything is starting to run a little bit smoother. Obviously, you guys can see me waving now, and instead of just looking like frozen in time, and I absolutely hated that. I hate when it was lagging. It was just not fun. So I got that all fixed. Everything seems to be working pretty well, and I'm excited that, maybe not this week, but next week I'm hoping still. I still have my finger crossed for Friday to have a guest on here. a couple people that I was talking to. So with that being said, you guys can find me on both my personal Facebook, Ziggy Talks, Facebook.com, or you can go to YouTube and find me on Ziggy Talks. Just look up Ziggy Talks on both of those platforms. You'll be able to find me and watch these live streams, be able to comment, reach out to me. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys want to be on a podcast in the future, if you guys know somebody that might want to be sponsored or want to sponsor this podcast, a band or an artist or somebody in a league or anything like that, and just wants to be promoted and come on a podcast to talk about it, has a unique story and wants to stand out, let them know they can hit me up at ziggytalks216@gmail.com. That's scrolling right now at the bottom of your screen. If you guys aren't here, you guys can always comment on all these live streams. I do get those in live time. So if you guys do send me a comment, I'm able to see that from all platforms, all in one spot. With that being said, I'm going to take a drink real quick. I'm so lucky also because I did just finish up my medication that I was on for a bacteria that I have in my stomach. So I'm glad that just finally finished. Tennessee Poppy, please change your name and you'll do great. What do you mean change my name? What do you mean by change my name? Poppy, Tennessee. Why is it now? Oh, there it is. Please change your name and you'll do great. What's wrong with Ziggy Talks? I like it. If you're talking about Ziggy Stardust or Ziggy Marley, I mean, there's a whole bunch of Ziggies out there. Ziggy Talks is different than Ziggy Stardust. And if people confuse me by Ziggy Stardust and look me up, because I just started this. So think about it this way. So I just started a podcast and I have about 12 or 13 viewers right now. So if I do have people looking me up, if I did, so say people were looking for Ziggy Stardust, which I know who you're talking about. You're talking about Ziggy Stardust, which is a huge makeup artist, looks like a girl, does all this stuff with makeup, and he has his own makeup line and everything like that. I'm starting out. So if anybody is looking up Ziggy and goes to Ziggy Stardust, comes across my page, stops in, sees something that they like, sticks around because of the fact that they see something that they like, guess that's exposure. So being confused with another creator or anything like that, that's just more exposure. And that's why there's so many different, Mr. Beast is a huge thing. Oh, she's a true crime channel? Is it somebody that you watch? See, that's what I'm talking about. There's so many Ziggies out there. So I'm sure there's other podcasts that are right around what I watch. And that's exposure for everybody. Any publicity is good don't mind my yeah. But any press is good press. So think about it this way: if everybody's coming in to see Ziggy Stardust and they go on, or this murder, crime, true crime channel, I'm gonna get myself a lot of middle-aged women, older women, people that are into true crime. People might stumble across my podcast and be like, okay, this guy's got a nice soft sounding voice. I like it. He's talking about something I'm interested in. I get more exposure that way. So, I mean, in the end, yeah, we might have something similar. We might have a similar name and stuff like that. So, so yeah, it's great. It's great with people that, because if you came in here because of the fact that you listen to that other Ziggy podcast, and now I'm conversating with you, and I'm actually having this conversation with you, I might have draw your attention into me, and maybe you'll come back, and maybe you'll like, subscribe, and maybe you'll want to listen to further episodes that I have going on in the future. And so, like, yeah, I will never say no to stuff like that. So it's always nice to have that engagement from you guys, and talking to you guys, and seeing where this podcast goes. This is week 2. This is my 8th episode. Or no, this is week 3 actually. Because I just finished week 2. It would be tomorrow, or Friday's episode will be the end of week 3 that I've been doing this. So I'm still learning as I go, and everybody is joining along. I'm getting more and more feedback, and more positive feedback, more negative feedback, whatever you can give. Constructive criticism is. But as to what you were saying, Tennessee Poppy, I like that name. I like the name Poppy. But with what you're saying, yeah, YouTube is growing so greatly now with podcasts, YouTube channels, and stuff like that. Nobody has Ziggy Talks. I'm the only one with that channel. So as far as that goes, that domain I own. So yeah, the channel gets out there more and more. It also is being consistent. It's a huge thing on consistency. You want to make sure that, because I run my podcast Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 to 8 p.m. So if I'm running my podcast doing that, then I have more people that are going to engage, that have that free time, and like, oh, I know Ziggy's going to be on at this time. Just like if you're Cleveland based, you know that there's Rover's Morning Glory, or there's that Alan Cox show on WMMS. Those are big talk shows, radio shows here in Cleveland. And that's what I want this to be. I want to, talk to artists out there. I want to talk to bands. I want to talk to vendors and people that are local companies and stuff like that, and get their input on things, or just get their, information, and, promote them. Local business. Like, I want to tell you, go check out 7686 Designs. They have a Facebook page, Etsy page, and a eBay page, and that's growing on the bottom of your screen right now. So see, that's another thing. I want to promote local business and stuff like that. So if you guys do get the chance, go check them out. You got custom designs, you got shirts, stuff like that. Go check them out. They'll hook you up. So any exposure is good exposure. I appreciate you, Tennessee, for stopping by. Hopefully you'll stop by again in the future, and the algorithm is going to... Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. That's a really nice comment of you. And see, you'll be back, and I appreciate you stopping in. Please share, like, and subscribe to my channel. Let your friends know, your family know. Let everybody know. Stop in, because that's how these channels grow, is consistency and growth in being shared, and basically word of mouth. So that's what I'm hoping to get out of this, and that's where I'm hoping to get from it. So thank you very much for stopping in. I'm glad you got to stop in. I'm glad you met me, and I'm glad we got to talk. See, you got to talk to somebody with their own YouTube channel called Ziggy Talks. But yeah, maybe I'll look into that Ziggy True Crimes that you were talking about, the female one. And maybe I'll collab with her. Maybe I'll talk to her and figure out what her story is and have a conversation with her. You can mod for me in the future. I'm not 100% sure what mod means, but like I said, I'm still learning all the concepts, everything. Doing this all on my own. I don't have a producer. I don't have anybody. Oh yeah. Thank you very much for hitting subscribe and hitting that like button. God, that sounds like such a childish thing to say. I'm older, so like saying those things like hit that subscribe button and like and blah blah blah, and I want to get this many no, I don't care. If you guys come, this is a hobby to me. This is something I enjoy doing. Spend a little time talking to you guys, and it makes me get out and digress and talk about fun things in my life. Woo! So yeah, I am definitely getting to a better place. I am starting to be more consistent. It does seem like I am getting more people that are stopping in randomly that might just come upon my show. It happened on last episode also, so obviously this consistency is doing something for the algorithm, and I'm coming up somewhere, and people are starting to see this. Like I said, if you guys want to do things in your life, you guys have to. Oh yeah, the mods. Yes. So I know that there was a couple of podcasts and stuff that I used to watch before, where they had like, okay, this person is a scammer or something. They're trying to come in there to get information or whatever, or just spamming and doing stupid stuff. And yeah, you can make mods for people to kick out and moderate basically who can come in and who can do whatever. With that being said, I do use a streaming service, so I don't just live stream on Facebook or YouTube as a whole. Like I don't localize to just YouTube and Facebook. I actually use a streaming service that actually monitors all that through the subscription I have with the company. So anytime I stream, it does make sure that people can't over spam too many comments at once. It will take out spam looking comments and stuff like that. So I'm fortunate with when I did this, setting it up legitly and knowing what I've seen in the past as far as like people doing stuff like that, that I made sure I got myself a streaming service that was going to help me with those issues that I was going to have possibly. So I do appreciate that. And you can always moderate in the chat when I get big enough and I get more people in here. You can definitely tell them, shut up. Tennessee Poppy is one of the OGs, and I get to sit in here and I get to tell you guys what to do, because right now, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to put Tennessee Poppy on a list. And, you know, I got a whole wall right over here. So subscribers and stuff like that, I can start keeping a list of all you subscribers, people that are interacting with me, to keep you guys on a list and appreciate all you guys coming in and spending that time with me. So if you guys do stop in here, you know, Tennessee Poppy, I'm going to remember you. I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate all your input, everything like that. I'm going to star you as a cool peeps. Yeah, see, I'm able to put the user in timeout or ban user and delete their comments right from this, the streaming service that I use. So just clicking on somebody's name, I already get those options where I can just ban them or kick them out myself. I mean, obviously, if I have, you know, thousands and thousands of people, hopefully I have a co-host or I have a producer or somebody that's able to do that in the background here, and that's if I grow to that big. So thank you very much, Tennessee. I do hope that you come back, share, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I appreciate you. Appreciate anybody that shows me any love on here, and I do plan on growing, getting more guests, getting a co-host here soon, because it is hard to do 2 hours with just talking to a camera or talking, you know, to myself. So I appreciate all you guys. You guys are helping me go forward in this, and you guys are helping me grow, and I appreciate every single one of you. With that being said, I am coming to the end of this episode of Ziggy Talks. I am your host, Ziggy. I do appreciate everybody that comes in. Like I said, I am going to be running these shows Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. ish for right now until I get that co-host or I have a guest. If I have a guest on, I promise, Goonies are for life. I do promise if I do have a guest, I will be on for the whole 2 hours. It can even go over. But those are special episodes when I have those guests. When I get a co-star or co-host, I'll be more inclined to have things set up and make a schedule and stuff like that. But it's just finding somebody that has the same schedule as me that's able to do that, be here on those time, and not get paid for it. Because I'm not getting paid for this right now. So, until I get those sponsors and I grow to that certain amount, then we'll start looking at all that. But as of right now, I'm just growing, and I'm just appreciative of everybody that I have in here for right now, and people stopping by just to even say hi. So thank you guys again for coming in to this episode of Ziggy Talks with your host Ziggy. I will see you guys on Friday at 6 p.m. for another great episode, Friday episode at that, of Ziggy Talks. Thank you guys again. You guys have yourself a wonderful day. And you know what? I'm actually going to load this up here so I can just do it this way, because I believe that is not the correct outro. So I want to make sure I load this. But thank you guys again for tuning in. Like I said, I will be back here on Friday, 6 p.m. and we will talk more about everything that's going on. Thank you guys again. Have a great day. Stand out in a crowd and be unique. Thank you.
Ziggy Talks. Thanks for joining me today. Stand out in a crowd and be unique. Bye for now.